Time now is 16:44. You're hanging out with the spectacular Zisto and DJ Naves, and the show's called Gagasi Fast Lane. And mine is going to get deep into reality check, and we are joined by our guest namhlanje Zandie Khumalo. Zandie, unjani?
Guys, please. How are you, Spay? How are you, Naves? Hi.
It's gonna song indeed, and we are here to just speak about your music, but we can't get there without having to get some of the questions like that are on everyone's minds, especially considering the interview Loyenzile that was published this past Friday.
Of course.
That's not choice. You guys are public peoples, and this is the public news, so the public always feels like they have a right to know. So thank you so much for granting that to us, Manje.
No problem.
You know, like we are talking about it being the 10-year anniversary of Senzo Meyiwa's murder, and the frustrations that I got from the interview from last weekend was why abantu laba abaphethe abomthetho are all just trying to get the same, rather than getting a different story from the same people only. Why bengabuza abanye abantu that might be involved or have interest in what happened here? Because they keep asking and it's the same answer. August 2 is the same answer. August 35 is the same answer. So why aren't you getting the idea? Why do you think that is?
This is the same problem I had. I think I've had the same interview twice, and I've been preaching the same gospel. You know, ukuthi why nilokhu nibhekane nabantu abasendlini ningasabalalisi. I mean, look out there. I mean, there's so many things to look at. As also, okay, since abantu abaningi banama theories abo. This is my theory. You understand?
Okay, sure.
This is my theory as Zandie Khumalo, whether I'm right or wrong, but this is my theory. I tell you, when these people came into the house, I can tell you this right now, Oguti, they were not there to kill Senzo. They were not there to kill Senzo. Because if they were directed to kill Senzo, they would have gotten in there and bashau Senzo and the foot noma sebem tubulili. Bebezofika bezomqedela. Right. And make sure. But they did not do that. But ulongo may pusha this guy empushele muva ephumela phandle. They didn't go after Longo, they left him. But ukeluthe mayingene kamereni bamlandela. You understand? So for any person uzo understand ukuthi these people were there for ukele.
So do you wish sometimes you would have done something different that day, and if so, what do you think you could have done different?
You know that question I ask myself every day. But you know when izinto ezinjena, I mean really makubhizi kuphansi phezulu kiwale ingqondo yama, part of your mind is like angikholwa ukuthi lento iyenzeka, and at the same time iyenzeka, and it's so fast. You understand? So even if we acabanga ukuthi okay mhlambe ngabe ngithathe, it's already done, it's gone, sesidlulile ithuba. You understand? So usele nje endlini nokuthi I could have, I would have, you know, maybe na into ihlala la, into ethile ihlala la ngabe, you know. So
Okay, now Zandie, after the interview as well, I saw some clips as well. Omaga Senzo like complaining about what you had shared in that interview. What's your feeling around that? Because you were saying Guti akbegwe umga Senzo at the time, umandisa also umana agabuzwe eminye imbuzo nje intense about the situation. So what's your feeling about her reaction to that?
Mina, to be quite honest with you, Uma is entitled to say what she wants to say. You understand? But Tina, I believe so I went to court. I mean, if I was lying, gabe gabonagala on the spot. You understand? So I shared my part and the most honest truth out of, you know, of the whole story. And also, you know, when you're a wife, when you're a wife, umuntu wakhe sekushiyile eseqhubeka nempilo yakhe akuhlali kahle noma sekuthiwa besenihlukene, of which bebesebehlukene for about a month or two, I think. Besebehlukene for a month or two. So akubi mnandi, especially futhi, and then you realize ukuthi ukushiyele bani. And then obviously it's gonna aggravate you somehow. It's gonna aggravate you somehow. That's why ngithi mina akakahlola usisi
Yeah. Zandie, it's come up so many times on Twitter, on social networks and everywhere where people ask you ubano abulala usenzo, but I'm glad that you've come out and said Uguti, your story has been this and you've stuck to it.
Yes.
Do you ever get to a point where you just want to leave the limelight, leave doing music because buningi man, and like it gets to a point where ungathola ukuthi maybe post something and the comments underneath it then start to only speak about this case?
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, I love music.
Yeah.
You know, I left what I was doing before for music. So it doesn't really matter what happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter who says what, how. Mina ngilikhulumile lami iqiniso and I sleep at night.
I want to find out, how are you and your sister dealing with your mental health around all of this? Because it can't be easy. People accusing you, people saying all kinds of things. More poster in to get comment. How are you, two of you, dealing with your mental health?
I don't know how she's dealing with it, but on my side, Mina, I've totally like closed off on my comments. The comment section on my socials, especially your TikToks and your Twitters, I've really, because I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
If theory yakho if yakulalisa ebusuku, then great. Mina nginelami iqiniso elami liyangilalisa ebusuku. You know, and it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years of torture. At some point I was like, you know what, I think now I'm getting to a point where I'm actually going to start refraining from answering any questions relating to this, because I feel like I've given so much of myself.
Yeah.
I've given 10 years of myself to this. It's a long time.
And I think the only real way that we can get to that is if there's finality on this matter. Boshabantu, end of story.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's go to Ikwela. Going to a musical love, Zandie, breaking this conversation for now. Featuring Uxolo. Tell us a little bit more about it.
That song was very special. Extremely special. Ikwela is mainly about indlela esasishelwa ngayo ngaleza ikhathi othi ngithi oma wethu ababeshela ngayo ngaleza ikhathi ugaya afike nje ashaya ikwela intombi bese iyaphuma ke ithathe isigubhu samanzi ihambe emfuleni kanti siyohlangana nesoka layo nje.
Hi mom, hi dad, can I please speak to Gloria?
Ufunani uzomenzani umbuzo oqala nje kuba uzomenzani.
I look like a nerd. I'll always look like a nerd. So, babona nje nawo uthi lo uzofundisa ingane yami maths bazophasa yabo. Wow. Okay, I just want to ask you this question because it's on my mind right now.
Yes.
Zandie, what's your reality right now in one word?
Prayer. I'm a prayerful woman. Every day, every morning, every minute, every second, I'm forever praying. I'm meditating. That's just me.
Love it for you because it centers you.
It centers me. How can you not pray? How can you?
So speaking of vungus, you know,
Yeah.
and there are rumors about this temple, you know. What are your thoughts around this temple? Would you ever be keen to? And if so, why? If not, why not?
First of all, it's temple in danger, especially in my family. My grandfather had his temple. So, but again, go wami kumndeni bakwethu. Hi, angixoxe umndeni like hi. Emsakazweni cha.
You literally can't stand behind that anymore.
You know what I mean?
You're a public figure. Let's tupa less impetus katele naso vele.
Ay guys, ningasho njalo. Ubaba Gumedo okhuluma ngalezo. Naye the day afuna isitembu uzozazwa ngitshela athi hayi ke mama sengicabanga
bese ngicela. But currently you are the family mouthpiece currently. So when usetheni wena usekuhlebele something of the sort noma.
Cha ubengakasho lutho ubaba bani.
Akakhombi nje manje
kodwa ngathi ushoda ngani? Mangibuka nje ngintombi eshodayo mina.
Hayi phela isithembu asiyo ukuthi ushoda ngani.
Cha khona la ushoda khona ngeke
no lalela kumete phakama kumete man. Ngikhathele ile mfihlo mina kumete. Hayi bonensi yangisinda mina.
Lo yaziyo manje.
Wazi names kumete
zikhuluma.
So wazi ukuthi wena angazi.
Hayi kumete mina yangisinda le ndaba mfethu mina ngizokulamulela mina ngizokhuluma mina.
Kumete ayingeni.
Just give me a sign kumete ngizokhuluma.
I live in
ikwela.
Hi man.
You guys are wild. Okay, sister, you had a question. Hey.
Yeah, so speaking of umculo if you and Kelly were to get into the studio and record a song together, what would the title of Leon Ngoma be?
Yeah, I've never really thought about the title, but getting into the studio, believe you me, whatever that will come out there will be fireworks. Ay silindile. Silindo kumema umdali.
Meditation.
Yes, and my wires must be yabo in sync.
Got you.
Yeah.
Talking about umdali, we want to get to Masai before saying Dabeni, so please do share future plans with us very quickly.
Right now I have a song out called Messiah. It's a very beautiful song, up-tempo dance song. This time in tagging just a small addition to the genres that I do.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. It was actually my first time doing something up-tempo like this, and I'm really excited for the people to actually hear it.
All right, where do we follow you on the socials? Where do we get you? Where do we follow you?
On Instagram and TikTok, I am Zandie _Khumalo_Kumete.
Yeah.
Twitter, which is X right now, I am Zandie _Khumalo. Go Facebook, I'm Zandie Khumalo Official.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay, cool. I think looking at the time will do justice to hear the song on the other side, Yendaba. So taking us there, it's a reminder of what this show is about.
Spectacular. Zisto, and DJ Names. Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on the